Olive oil soap, also known as Castile soap, is a simple, economical, natural, and very mild soap, which can be used on all skin types and is especially suitable for baby-sensitive skin. In this video, we will show you how to make the soap step by step using the cold process. Making soap is an art, but it is also a science that requires special care. The necessary safety materials are a long-sleeved lab coat, rubber gloves, a mask, protective goggles, and closed shoes. The necessary ingredients are olive oil. We used ours, which is of good quality and will give a great soap for the skin. Distilled water and caustic soda. In this case, 99% pure sodium hydroxide. For safety, you should have vinegar close by, as in case of spillage, the vinegar stops the action of soda. The necessary utensils are a stainless steel pan. Never use aluminum as it reacts with soda. Measuring containers, one for olive oil, one for water, and one for sodium hydroxide. A stainless steel spoon, again never aluminum, a silicone spatula, a kitchen scale, a laser thermometer, an exclusive hand blender for making soap. After using the blender to make soap, it should not be used again in contact with food. Cling film, a cloth, wooden or silicone molds. In this video, we are going to use a mold to make bar soap. Using a cutter is optional. A knife can be used, but the cutter helps to have a more accurate cut. Start by measuring 850 grams of olive oil. Put the oil on the heat. And then measure 247 grams of water and 105 grams of sodium hydroxide. Add the hydroxide to the water, never the other way around. And stir well until the hydroxide completely dissolves. This task must be done in a well-ventilated place and always using the safety material. After the hydroxide dissolves in the water, measure the oil temperature and measure the water temperature. Here will be necessary to prepare a cold water bath to control the temperatures. The oil solution and the water solution should only be mixed when both are at 45 degrees Celsius. This is the ideal temperature. There may be a temperature difference between one and the other, as long as this difference does not exceed 10 degrees Celsius. When reaching the desired temperatures, pour the water into the oil, never the other way around. Mix manually with a spatula and then with a hand blender until you get a thin trace. In soap, the trace is the point at which the water and oil solution mix and form a viscous batter in which it is possible to identify lines when passing the spatula or blender. The thin trace is when the batter shows the first emulsion sign and is still very liquid. Pour the batter into the mold. Cover with cling film. And a cloth to help maintain the temperature. Leave it in the mold for 48 hours without disturbing. After 48 hours, unmold. This recipe will give you a 1200 gram bar soap. Cut the soap using gloves. Stamping the soap is optional, but it is nice to do it to give a more artistic and personal touch if the purpose is to sell or give away. Only after 48 hours should all utensils be washed, but still with gloves, as it is still very caustic. The bars must be stored in a ventilated place, without direct sunlight and without humidity. The bars must be rotated so that they can cure evenly. A label with the date it was made and the curing date must be placed. The cure is the time that the soap needs to lose water and stabilize the pH so that it can be used on the skin. The curing time for an olive oil soap made in the cold process is 4 months. For more information on soap and the benefits of olive oil soap, visit this post on our blog. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to our channel for more videos on natural homemade products, organic farming, recipes, and much more.